Good morning, and welcome to my second of my kind of spontaneous tips or thoughts for the day. And that I'm doing alongside my free webinars that I'm doing kind of on a fortnightly basis. And I was coaching a client yesterday and talking about everything that's happening to the world, in the world and our lives. And how difficult it is, dealing with the disappointments of all the things we can't now do, and the holidays we're not going on, and weddings not going to, or whatever else. And I was talking about getting to the point of acceptance. And it's interesting that I've actually been in self-isolation since nearly the beginning of March, because of my own health conditions and kind of protecting myself. And I was saying that, once we can kind of get to that. And then somebody posted an article online about grief to do with everything that's going on in terms of actually grieving what we're losing. And that reminded me of the old Elizabeth Kubler-Ross's, her grief curve that you go through, that also is often then related to organisational change. I might well do a webinar about this or a newsletter about this in future. But there are kind of lots of different stages that you go through before you get to acceptance. And you will be able to kind of see, I'm not going to talk about all of those right now because I'm going to keep this short, but one of the stages early on is minimization, and actually that's what a lot of people have been doing, and kind of saying, oh, it's not that bad, and still carrying on as normal, and all of those sorts of things. And I don't know about you, but I've just kind of heard that Donald Trump has kind of said, oh, don't worry, America will be back to work and everything will be fine by Easter. And it's like, really? Still a minimization. And then there's kind of, there's depression, there's anger, and then you can get to the stage of acceptance and letting go of what was in the past or even in the future that you were hoping for, and then kind of testing out different ways of living and being, and to be able to really thrive. And I've kind of already got to that stage. I'll say more about that. Join me on my next one on Friday. I'm going to kind of sum up some of my kind of changes I've made this week, and kind of a search for meaning, etc. So I just kind of wanted to go and share that, because you and your loved ones will be at different stages, and we don't all go through smoothly, and we can get stuck. So some people will get stuck at the anger stage, just being really angry at the government or the world, and others might get stuck at that depressed stage, and not kind of get to that acceptance. So I think, if you need support and help, I'm doing free things, and also obviously trying to earn a living. I'm coaching clients online, and I've got my 8-week being and doing course online. So if you go to my website, inspiretransformation.co.uk, if you register there, you'll get Melanie's Monday motivational messages. I'll be posting also these, and you'll also find out about the free webinars and other kind of things that I'm doing. So because I think it's so important that we look after ourselves physically, as well as mentally and emotionally as well. So kind of do join me on this journey. My aim is to thrive, not just survive, during this period. And certainly for me, I know that with my health conditions, kind of various lung conditions, is that it's going to be a lot longer than just the next kind of 21 days of staying indoors, or staying. I am going out for I'm allowed that one walk out. I'm definitely doing that. So do go, be wise, go safely, and find the joy in life. And join me on Friday for the next spontaneous message. Bye.